Hey guys, my name is Jessica Johnson, and I am so excited to be here today to talk to you guys a little bit about Insta Stories. I'm going to share my screen right here. Let's see. Okay, so this is the first day that my kids are actually on spring break, so they're home with me, so I'm going to do the best that I can. If they come up here, that's your warning. Or just kind of giving you a warning there, or a heads up. Okay, so I'm just going to dive right in here. Insta Stories has been so much fun, and I have been using them for the past 6 or 7 months to honestly try to make this thing easier, this whole coaching thing a little bit easier. And it definitely has been the best thing for me. I get to be myself, and I think that's what the coolest thing is about Insta Stories. We just get to be ourselves. So there's three main goals that you want to do when you use the stories. So Insta Stories, you're going to go up to your, if everybody could get on their Instagram, open up that app. Okay, so I can't figure out how to share my phone on here, so I'm just going to try to talk you through this. So you're going to go click on your little camera button at the top. So on your phone, it's right up here. And then when you click on that, that is where you can start either recording, or you can start sharing a picture, or you can start talking, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to share in the moment, okay? There is a flow to the stories that you eventually want to try to create, but when you are just starting out with the stories, I just encourage you to just experiment. When you experiment, that's how you start to feel more comfortable with it. And then the more you start talking on it, I know at first it feels very strange to talk when you're holding your phone up, or even if it's sitting down and you're like talking and trying to be normal, but you're kind of worried that what people are going to think of you or whatnot. I've already been through all of that, because that's exactly how I felt when I first started using them. So that is like totally normal. But the more you do it, the more it becomes liberating. When you know people are consistently watching you, that they're actually probably finding out that you're cool and you actually do know what you're talking about. And they may, at the end of the day, they probably find out that they have way more in common with you than they even realized, if those people are people that you actually already know. And if they're people that are complete strangers, it's just awesome, because then they can find out if they're going to vibe with you or not, and if you're going to vibe with them when you begin to communicate with them. So it's just a great way to put yourself out there, start being yourself unapologetically, as we always say, and see who you can reel in, if you will. So we're going to go right into it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you my stories from the past 24 hours. This is currently what's on my stories. Okay, so I'm going to click on myself here. I wish I could show you my phone. Okay, so I just have a picture from yesterday, because it's the past 24 hours. I'm just kind of showing my mom life here. And then I go into my workout, and I'm holding this down so I can talk before it starts. I do have a song playing in the background, but for whatever reason, it was kind of slow to start. So you want to try to have some music, make it fun. So right here, I'm showing one of our 4 vital behaviors. I'm showing my workout, because I want them to see how I do what I do, like what my workout looks like. I have Autumn in the background there, got the music. I know the lighting could be better, but it's that darn paint that we have that I want to actually repaint. But anyway, that's beside the point. So I'm showing them my workout, what I'm doing. This is how I do it. I just work out. I'm also educating them on the importance of getting my workout in. I'm offering some education. I'm going to turn this down. So you want to engage with your audience, you want to educate them, and you also want to entertain. So I try to think of those 3 things every single day as I breadcrumb parts of my day and ultimately my life with them. over the course of 24 hours. And you never really want this to end. You always want to try to have at least 8 to 10 slides per day that never end. And honestly, at the end of the day, you guys, I'm going to hold this one down too. It's really not that hard just to snap a picture and write something about it. You don't always have to write something on it, but 8 to 10 slides really isn't that not too much to ask, if you will, because I'm busy too. I'm right there with all of you guys, and honestly, my stories come from my heart, and when I feel like, oh, I should share that, I really want to share it because I really want people to know what it is that I do and how I can help them. And ultimately, I want them to want to open my stories up every single day. So you want to make sure you're consistent. That's like the biggest thing. You want to be consistent, so that people know that you're going to show up for them. And then at the end of the day, when you want them to purchase a challenge pack or become a customer, you want them to feel like they can trust you and that you're going to be for them every single day. Okay, so on this slide, this was a text that I got from one of my challengers who's also my friend, and she had asked me some questions about how to, deal with Easter and all of the temptations. And so as I replied to her comment, I was thinking, I need to share this because I want people to see that, like, I'm going to actually help them. I'm not going to just sign them up and then, leave them. Like, I'm here to help every single day. So this is just an example of how I show them in my stories what I do. It just kind of builds that credibility. And then here, I'm holding this one down. You always want to be showing your audience as a coach what it is that you're doing and how you coach, and that it's not about just drinking a shake and doing a workout and helping them in that way, but you want to be able to show them how you coach so that they can see how they could do it too and how exciting and fun it is. So here, I just was sitting at my computer and I had just posted these new coach welcome slides or welcome posts in our Fit Fighter Nation page, and then I turned on Spotify on my phone, picked a fun song, and then I recorded this scroll. And I did that because I want them to see that this is fun, like I said, and this is exciting, and that they can do it too. So the next slide, is just another little breadcrumb of my day. We went to the donut shop. Hello. That's usually hard for people to resist that temptation, but I shared with them how I resisted the temptation in my next slide. So how do you avoid this? And then I told them how you do it. You have your superfood shake on the way, and then it totally busts those sugar cravings. So I'm educating them, I'm showing them how I can help them, and just basically showing them how it can be done for them too. So that's what you want to do with your stories. Your main goal is to share with the world who you are, and also you want them to see how you can help them and how they can learn from you every day. So how you can add value to their life. And some ways to, add spice to your stories, you can add music. So if you have like an app like Spotify downloaded to your phone, you can turn on your music and then start a recording. So you could, show your workouts with music in the background, anything that you want to add a little bit more fun, because people want to follow other people in their stories that are fun, because people are looking for something to motivate them, something to inspire them. So you always want to be thinking, is this boring? And not to say that you can't show the boring parts of life, but if you do that, for instance, I had a pile of clothes, like you could make it funny. Like the girls dipped out on me. You know what I mean? Like just something that they can relate to, because you want them to feel like they can relate to you as well. The cool thing about Insta stories is that you can see who's following your stories. And then you can always take a screenshot, hold your phone, take a screenshot of those people that are following you, following your stories consistently. And then those are what we consider leads. Those are people that you can reach out to and be like, hey girl, you know, or they can actually reach out to you, rather, that's what I should say. They can start a conversation with you because they will see something that they relate to. They're more apt to do that. So I'm kind of getting off topic. We're kind of all over the place. Let's see, you can also use polls. So on your photos or on your videos, you can say, use the polls option that is in your Insta story. So if you go to your app, I wish I could show you this. You go to your app and you have a picture. So you're going to post a picture, and then you're going to click on that little smiley face guy at the top, and then there should be a poll option. Let's see if you can see this. Okay, so there's that poll option. I don't know if you can see that right there. And you click on that and you can type a question, and then you can also customize the yes or the no. So that's something that you can add to your picture. And then when somebody taps on that, you see who voted yes or no, or whatever the question was, the answer. And then you have something to like reach out to them about and talk to them about. So that's a really fun way to add that extra oomph to your stories and also to create some conversation. And then you can also add, add words, make them colorful. At the end of the day, you guys, just make this fun. Like, this is fun. This is showing your personality, who you are, and ultimately finding your tribe and them finding you too. So that is the only way you need to think of Insta stories, is just being you. Okay, so for pictures, I use Snapseed, and I'm going to put some of these apps that I use and other things in the comment section under this video. So Snapseed I use for editing of my pictures, and I don't edit every picture for my stories, but I do try to for my main page. I use WordSwag for some of my marketing stories, and then I also try to stick to my 3 to 5 areas, so like mom life, my workouts, trying to show them my Energize, but not always saying, oh, I love my Energize. Like, I don't make it boring like that. Instead, I kind of want to use that curiosity marketing where I'm talking to them about my morning or something, and then I'm like opening up my Energize and just kind of naturally like making my drink, and then moving on to the next slide. And then that is a great way for them to come back and be like, what is that yellow drink that you're drinking? So that's curiosity marketing. Using that same thing, you can do the same thing with your shake. And then I like to show coaching and things that I do throughout the day for that, and how that all works, because people don't realize what coaching is, and they don't really know what it is, what we do. So we always have room to breadcrumb that into our stories and show them what we do instead. Also, let's see. You can also tag people and places in your stories. So you could tag locations, and you can actually tag cities. You can tag restaurants that you're at, anywhere that you're at. You can use hashtags in your stories. So like you put mom life or anything, any kind of hashtag in your stories, just to get more people, more eyes on your stuff. I know Ashley talked about that in her last video. So at the end of the day, Insta Stories helps us come out of our shell. It helps us gain confidence. It helps us to show people who we really are outside of a post. 1 post a day, 2 posts a day. We get to show them what we're doing all day long. They see how they can relate to us, and it's awesome. So I know I was kind of all over the place, but I get really excited, and I just want you to know that I'm here for you. If you have any questions, or if you are like, what was she talking about? I don't really understand that. I can go back and explain to you. Totally cool with that. You can follow me, Jessica Johnson, on Instagram, Jessica Johnson Fitness, and I do not have a marketing plan in my story today, but I do try to do that now. That's something that I do every week, and I just don't have enough because I did one the other day. You don't want to do that every single day, and I can actually add that to the bottom in the comments section. But I hope this helped, and like I said at the beginning, I am no expert, but I am learning, and I have been doing this for a while, and I'm starting to feel more confident in it every single day. So I hope that you guys got something out of this, and I hope you all have an awesome Easter. See ya.